Hello everyone, this is another video from Easy Electric series, and today we want to learn about the parametric design in 3D printing and learn why it is important. So stay tuned. So parametric design in 3D printing is very important. So somehow we talk about the parametric design in our previous videos, and somehow you are familiar with that. If I want to make that very simple for you, so the main goals of the parametric design is design a editable model that you are able to rescale the model very easily, and your model shouldn't be crash if your design is a parametric design. So let's actually see the example and see what exactly it means. So here actually I have one example. So I actually use the parametric design. So as you could see, we have actually the small icon in the Fusion 360, which is it's open these parametric windows, and you could define your parameter. So as you could see, I actually define few parameters here. I call that the base length, which is these lengths that you see here. So the base height is here to here. I actually have this circle radius, which is the diameter of these circle that you have here, and also the circle height is the height of these circle, these part that comes out of this cube, and the offset is the distance between these two components. So I use parametric design, and now I want to show you the advantages of that. So if I finish this design, and someone comes to me and say, okay, I want to change the size of your these base that you see. So right now it is 60. So someone asked me do that 100. So I change that to the 100. See everything actually updated based off that change. So if someone comes to me and say, okay, I'm not happy with the base height, which is here to here, I want to do that less than what you have here. I want to do that, I don't know, 20. So I change that to 20. So see, it's actually changed to the 20. So if someone else comes and say the size of the circle that you have here and here, you want to change that to the other number. So let's to say 20 and make that much smaller. So it's actually change it. And see, my model is not broke because it's changed in the same time it's changed too. So the other parameter I have is the circle height. So if someone don't like this circle height, so you could actually change that here. I adjust that two times of the base height. So that means whatever you have here to here, two times of that should be that. You could adjust with any other factors. I actually did that. And also the offset parameter that I have is based off this point. So which is the base length. So that means it comes actually the same length of that plus extra 20, which is somewhere here. So this is what we call the parametric design. So as you could see, I have some parameters here, which is easily you could use that parameters and easily rescale my model without actually broke my design. So let's to see how we could actually use the parametric features that we have in Fusion 360. So as usual, let's to go to the new design. So I want to design the same thing. So if you want to actually have the parametric design, so if you go to the modify before you start anything, you should somehow define your parameters. So if you go to the modify, you see here the change parameters. So you comes here, it's actually give these windows, and you already know what you should do. I'm actually adding the parameter here. You could actually put the name. So we have actually the base length. So I say base length. So again, you could put any number that you want. So I put 60 here. So I say okay. So as you could see, it adds my base length. The number is 60. So I'm going to add the other one. So which is should be the base height. So the base height. So I'm giving the 30. So just I give you idea what exactly these are. If I back here, so the base is this cube that you see here. So here to here is the same length. I call that base length, and the height is here to here. So then what else do we need? Let I actually bring the, yep, here is the back. So I'm going to add the other one. So the other one should be the circle that we use to say circle underline, and let's say the radius that you use. Let's start with the 20. We say okay, and also the height. So the circle is this circle, the both is same radius. So the height is the height of this circle. How extrude that? How what's the height of the extrusion there? So back here again, it's gone. So I actually click it, they will be back. So I'm coming here and say circle radius. You already did that. Let's say circle, and this time we say the height of that. So for circle height, so again, you could put the number, but as we mentioned before, if you make your model somehow a constraint, so that means you somehow able to relate the different component to each other. So back here, yeah, I couldn't back there. Let I just keep this in your mind, circle height. So let I actually add that, then actually I comes and explain that. So let to say here even you could have the equation. I'm saying the two times of the, if you click on the base, it's bring the other parameters that you already define. I want to that one to be two times of the height of the base. So I say two times base height. I say okay. So here you see the expression of that. So if you back here, you exactly see what I did. The height of these extrusion, these circle which you extrude here to here should be two times of these extrusion, which is height is from here to here. This is what I did. So again, let to bring them back. And the last parameter is should be, let to do the offset. So let to say the offset, which is the distance between these two. Let to say it should be the previous parameter which we have for base length plus, you could do any offset, let's to say plus 15, and say okay. So I say okay here, and the offset is the distance between this and this. I actually use as offset. So that means somehow in parametric design, first you need to figure out what exactly you are going to design. So before you start your design, somehow you should define your parameters. So then whenever you go and draw that, so you just use these parameters that you have. So let's start to our design. We already made our parameters. Now, as usual, let's go to the YZ. So we create the sketch there. So now I need the circle. I comes here and see how you could put the diameter there. So you could say circle, so circle radius. So we actually call these R. So see, it's actually take it. I put the enter, it's fully constrained, okay? So now let's do the rectangle. So I go the rectangle, center rectangle. So see, I comes from the comes to the center. So for length of the first one, I say base. So see, I just type the B, it's bring the old parameter I have. I say base length, tab again, the push on the B again, base L. So you push it, you have that one. Now I want to have another one. So I'm going to have a construction line. So I put on the line from here. So I'm here, push the tab. So 0 degree, another tab. Here I push the O, which is the offset. Click on that. So the offset is, I already defined the offset, right? And enter. So I have that line, which is here. Now I just duplicate this one. So again, comes here. Center points with diameter is here. So I click on C, which is bring me circle R. So it's the same thing that I want, which is 20. We already defined. This shouldn't be constrained. So I just need to turn that off. Okay, that's good. Now the similar thing for a rectangle. I say center point rectangle comes here. For the first length, I should say B, find the base length, then tab, again another B, it's bring me base length. So now I have both inter. So as you can see here, the both is fully constrained, so I should be happy. No, now I finished that, and now is the extrusion. So I comes here, the first one extrude this one. Let's see. Yeah, I select that. Now I say extrude. So see here is the same thing for the distance of the extrusion. So we have actually the circle height, right? If I click on C, it's bring me circle height. I select the circle height, it goes there. I say OK. So now do the same thing for the other one. So again, I selected extrude. It should be in the distance, should be, we have a parameter which say the base height. So this is base height. So it goes there. I say OK. And here the same thing. I click on that and say base. Yeah, here in the distance, I just type B, base height. So then I say OK. So as you could see, I actually my design is done. So I use the parametric design. So now the advantages is if you back here, easily you could adjust whatever you want. So if you want to actually change the base size to 100, so let's see what's happened. It's actually changed the base size easily. If you want to do the base height, so that was the length. So now if you want to say base height, let's see what is the base height. Yeah, it's the base height. Let's change this from 30 to 50. So and say okay. So see everything that your model somehow adjusts itself based off these new changes. So that means no matter what your initial design, so easily you could adjust the size, which is this is really happen in the prototyping in the whenever you have a prototype, usually you have one dimension, then you change your mind, you resize it. So that means if your design is not parametric design, so after you want to change one size, your model breakdown, you should do everything again based off the new dimension that we have, which is definitely is not a good idea to go that road. So I hope you find this video useful. Thank you for watching this video.